The Marshmallow Mystery, a children's book, read by CJ Corki. The Marshmallow Mystery by CJ Corki, a Can You Find, Did You Know series. Dedicated to our dad, who loved being a storyteller. The Marshmallow Mystery, Can You Find, Did You Know series, written by CJ Corki. Illustrations by Danny Eisenstadt of Eyes in Design, LLC. Let's begin. Grandfather, Grandfather, I'm here! Ever since Sage could remember, she and Jack, her teddy bear, went to Grandfather's house to pick the marshmallows that grew every night from a special bush in his backyard. The soft, squishy treats bloomed in pink, green, yellow, and sometimes just snowy white. This visit should have been just like all others, but this time, something was not right. No marshmallows? What happened? This has never happened before. Did someone take all of the marshmallows for themselves? Or are they hidden? Sage looked everywhere. By the flagpole, under the swing, inside the wishing well. And she even reached up on her tippy toes to see if they were up high on one of the branches that seemed to touch the sky. Realizing they were nowhere to be found, Sage began to cry. Accidentally dropping Jack in the garden, she ran to find Grandfather. Jack stood up and called to his garden friends. What happened here? Who took the marshmallows? Quinn, the firefly, said, Don't look at me. I was busy last night flying around with my friends. Jenna is always eating. Maybe she ate them. Jenna the ant replied, Don't look at me. It's true I do like to eat, but I did not take those tasty marshmallows. Then Zaba the toad spoke up, Well, don't look at me. Flies are my treats, not marshmallows. The sun is hot today. Maybe it dried up the marshmallows. Don't they bloom at night? Look in the window. Sage is so sad. We have to figure out this mystery, Jack said. Things are not always what they seem. First impressions may fool a few, but the wise look closer so that it will come into view. Carl the hummingbird chimed in. Jack and his friends were confused by what Carl said. If the marshmallows bloomed at night, then maybe they might discover who the thief is by keeping watch. So Jack went with Sage and left his garden friends on their own to figure it out. The next morning, Sage came out hoping to find the bush filled with marshmallows, but there were still none to be found. Again, she dropped Jack in the garden and ran to tell Grandfather. What happened? Jack yelled. You were supposed to catch the thief. The marshmallows are gone again. Carl the hummingbird hummed mysteriously. Search carefully into the night, and tomorrow you will discover another sight. What do we know so far? Jack asked. Well, I didn't eat them, said Jenna. I didn't eat them, said Zaba. I didn't eat them, said Quinn. And while each garden friend suspected the other, Jack piped in. I don't know what happened, but we need to make a plan. We have to trust each other and work together. Carl agreed. A message was left for you to take. Don't overlook the garden gate. Jack thought about what Carl said. Things are not always what they seem. Discovering another sight? A message and something about a garden gate? The animals put their heads together to think. This time, Jack would stay in the garden and help. "We need to figure this out together," he said. The garden friends are different in so many ways: size, color, shape, and wisdom. Each has strengths, but not the same. How can they work together? What can they do? Jack decided he needed to help them recognize their unique abilities, their superpowers. Jack said, "What do you think you can do to solve the mystery?" Then Jenna shouted, "I am so strong and could carry water to the dirt to reveal tracks in the mud. I can do this." And Zaba joined in. "I can make myself bigger to scare off the culprit. I can do this." "Well, I could light up the garden to help us see. I can do this," exclaimed Quinn. "And I will stay with you because we are all in this together. We can do this," answered Jack. The sun went down, and so they waited. The night was long, and strange noises came from everywhere. A sniffing sound, a rustling around the fence, then the bench, the red pump, the fire pit, and finally the marshmallow bush. Squish! The dirt from Jenna's water had turned into mud. Breep! Zaba made himself big to look like a monster in the bonfire's glow. "Now!" Jack shouted, instructing Quinn to light up the garden. And then the culprit was caught. They did it! In the morning, when Sage arrived, she was surprised to see a puppy sitting next to the marshmallow bush and excitedly called her grandfather. Grandfather wisely said, "The puppy was lost no more. Let's call him S'more." And S'more the puppy joined the family forever. Jack and his garden friends saved the day. "Bringing out the best in each other is what we do," said Carl. "We are garden friends, and now the dog is one too." And Grandfather knew that the entire time. The end. Don't leave the book yet. Can you find these items? Look for them throughout the pages that we just read. There are things that you probably didn't know when you were reading the book. Here are some insight into these characters, actions, and items. Find out how much did you know.